We've gotten to the time of year now where the days are getting a little bit shorter, the temperature's a little bit cooler. I think for the last week and a half, we've peaked around 75 degrees, which is a lot different than when we started this with the shade cloths on. So we're just gonna kind of reach back and touch that subject again here at the fall, ready to take these down. Now, if you went with the S-hooks or the gator clamps, your process will be a little bit different than what we're gonna go through here at Grower Solution. Of course, if you went with, again, what I prefer, just using your wiggle wire. If you need to order a little bit extra, again, that's entirely possible to do with your shade cloth order. But this is my preferred method, and the reason behind that being, now that we're here at the fall of the year, days are getting shorter, cooler, as we already said, I'm ready to take these down. So I've already loosened this end right here, but I just wanted to show you why I prefer the wiggle wire here. Without much effort, I'm able to take that entire 6-foot section almost entirely out of there. Now I'll need a little step ladder to finish that off, but as I go down the side of the house, it's gonna be very much the same thing. I'm just gonna work that wire, very little effort here. The wire comes right out, the 6-foot section's done, and this shade cloth is ready to come off. We'll take a little pivot here and look at this Super Duty we've already taken down. Okay, so we did step over just a house or two here to the Super Duty. We've already removed the shade cloth here. But I wanted to show you that, you know, when we built this structure, we went ahead and we put the wind strapping on. Everything's in place. So once we took our wiggle wire out, shade cloth is down. We did lay it across our big gravel parking lot here. Fortunately, we have the benefit of a large gravel parking lot. We were able to dry that. You know, we had a little bit of moisture on that morning, get it folded up, because we do have the Quonset, Super Duty, Dakota Series, high sidewall. All of these houses are different sizes and lengths. So what we did is we went ahead and folded those down, and we've put labels on them. So in the spring, when we're ready to put those back on, we're gonna be able to go right to the house that it came off of and hang it back up. Now, we went with 50% on all of our houses here. It was just for what we know we needed in this area for what we were trying to get grown in here. Maybe different for where you are or for your needs, just depending on where you're at. The reason you want to take these off now at this time of year, here we are mid-October, shorter days, cooler weather. That's gonna mean you're getting less light during your grow time. So of course, we don't wanna reduce much or any of that UV light that our plants need to get growing to their maturity. So being that it is getting shorter and cooler, even if you don't plan on growing later into these months, November, December, if you don't wanna do root vegetables, something like that, if you fully intend on just letting your greenhouse sit empty for a few months, that is an option some people go with. If we leave that shade cloth on, we may save ourselves some labor now, and we may save ourselves some labor in the spring, but what we're going to risk, this fabric will trap that moisture, freezing it, and just adding weight to our structure. So let's say we have a small ice storm and we're thinking, well, it's only gonna be a few pounds on there, that structure can hold it. I put some bracing in there and everything like that. All of a sudden the predictions were wrong, and that turns into a 4, 5, 6-inch snow overnight, plus you've already got the ice buildup in there. That's where we're gonna run into issues where we could run into bow collapses, where we could run into other issues that are gonna damage our film for the long run, things that may not be covered under the warranty for the film. So it's just some things to think about. There are more benefits to going ahead and removing that shade cloth than there are in just saving the labor. Honestly, I think if you've put one on already, you know as well as I do, it's less than an hour worth of work to get this shade cloth on and get it secured and in place to last you the whole summer long. And it's gonna be even less time to take it down, let it dry in the sun, fold it up nice and neat, and get it in your shed, your barn, your garage, wherever you wanna store it for the winter, where you can maintain its quality. Again, it's gonna add longevity to your shade cloth, and it's gonna add longevity to your greenhouse structure. Okay, so once we've taken our wiggle wire out of the track here, we've removed it all the way down the side, we've done both end walls, we've done the sidewall. It's really not so bad. If you don't even have a helper out there the day you want to take this down, you can absolutely pull this down yourself. What I would do is, the easiest way for myself to do this alone would be to go ahead and pull it all the way down one side. Let it gather at the bottom. I would then drag it out. Of course, again, we have a large parking lot here. I would take this out, let it set in the sun for 20, 30 minutes and dry out, fold up my shade cloth and put it away so that it is cared for the winter. If you don't have the time to let it sit on the house and dry, or you don't have a large gravel lot like we have to dry it out on, you know, if you've got a handheld leaf blower, we got the Stihl here, take it down. You can fold it once or twice, but you really want to make sure you're getting good airflow through there. take a leaf blower and just run that thing down there like a hairdryer in the morning. Guys, we just wanted to check in with you and let you know where we are in our year here at Grower Solutions and make sure that you're ready for the fall and winter months that are coming up on us quicker than ever.